All right, guys, welcome. We are back with a brand new election coverage. So I haven't covered an election, I don't think, on the channel since a while back. So we're going to be covering mostly the Texas election today. I'm from Texas, so I would like to cover a lot of what's going on. We're also going to be covering Oklahoma, just in case that since we do have a Oklahoman in the stream today. If John, would you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's John.
Oh yeah, that's a great introduction there. So, hopefully you guys can hear
Oh,
him. I did test everything out, so I should be able to. You guys should be able to hear him. There's also a
there's
small
some
election.
results coming out of Texas, according to the New York Times.
Huh?
There's some results coming out of Texas, according to the New York Times. Donald Trump, 74%, Nikki Haley, 20.
Yeah, I'm watching that right now. Let's go ahead and switch over.
Chris Christie is winning in my state.
Yeah, I know. That's what I saw at the time. Chris Christie's winning. There is a key race that I am covering on the Texas House race. So Michael Burgess is retiring. He's actually been in office since Dick Armey left office back in the early 2000s, and so what I'm watching for is who is going to replace the great Michael Burgess. So right now we do see that Brandon Gill is leading Dick Armey by about a whopping about a lot of points, 57.8 to 15.8. That's really a result that I'm not looking forward to if Gill is going to win this one. So I actually want to go ahead and pull up the New York Times. So let's go over here. Delegate count. We're going to go to... I'm going to pull up... let's go live forecast results. It won't even let me click the state. Come on. State results. So we're gonna go over here, Texas, and we're watching the chat as well. Finally, you're doing some IRL political content. Yay! Politics gaming live stream. What's up, Fragger, Maple, Egmo? How are y'all? Okay. So U.S. House. We're gonna look at 26. We're gonna have this specifically pulled up. So 57. What is he doing? So at least, so Scott Armey, if you were familiar with some former well, I think he was the House Majority Leader back in the 90s, Dick Armey. So Scott Armey is actually his son. So that is actually the biggest thing that I want to see is whether Scott Armey can pull it in, and 69% this race is done. That's that is a result that I really did not want to see come in. Maybe since this is all early votes, so they really counted their early votes today, because that is 6 minutes in, and wow, that sucks. Maybe he can pull ahead. Yeah, actually, this race is done. This race is definitely done here.
I'm going to try to get on your live stream and mute it so I can see what the chat's saying.
Yeah, someone already came in. Some dude I talked to in another thing, and he tried to put the N word in the chat. That's so funny.
Sorry, Maple. Canadians can't vote in our elections.
Yeah, now we have a little Canadian in the chat.
Yeah. I'm just watching these results coming out of Oklahoma. Chris Christie's leading.
God, that is so disappointing that Brandon Gill is going to be winning this election.
All right, now it's updated. It clear for some reason. That's weird. So
I'm trying to pull up the Nacogdoches elections. I want to see whether so there's I don't know if you ever heard about the guy that ran that's running, except he was like talking really like inappropriately to a bunch of kids on Twitter.
Ryan Cook.
Yeah, Ryan Cook.
Yeah.
General
Oh,
election
they cleared.
information.
They just cleared Oklahoma. They got rid of all the results.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I guess they had a little bit of a bug.
It's funny because they should just give it to Christie, I guess, now. That just ruined his whole entire day.
Current election information. Election information. Current. There's no results of the election. Come on. I'm gonna have to go to the cesspool that is called Twitter.
You gotta be careful on that. That has high levels of
Breaking news: Chris Christie takes a fat lead in Oklahoma. This is real, by the way. I think the New York Times might have made a mistake. Everyone else is noticing it.
that would have been the news, all right, if that was real.
That's so funny. Loudoun County. So let's go over to key races. Why do they make it so dumb? Virginia. So they already called Virginia for
Nikki's leading in Massachusetts, but it's not even counting yet. This is according to CNN.
Okay, so what did she win? So she won Fairfax County, Arlington County. I freaking hate. She definitely did a lot in the suburbs. Make the drive-through great again, Chris 24. Nothing too special going on tonight. Just a lot of election coverage. And if someone can find that freaking election in Nacogdoches, like that'll be great.
Well, couldn't you find it like on the
county
Texas?
website?
Yeah, or go on the Texas State Board website.
Oh, the Secretary of State. But I think I tried to look at that earlier and I couldn't find it. Historical election results. It shows me historical election results, but it doesn't show me anything. Historical election results. 2019 to current. March 24, Republican primary. Haha. Okay, I gotta send Buckeye this. Statewide district, state senator. How can I find Ryan Cook? Statewide offices, statewide propositions, representative, state representative, district judge, criminal districts. He's running for the Republican precinct chair. Nacogdoches County Republican precinct chair. Results. Archive. Nacogdoches County Archive. There is no way that this website will not load because all of like autistic Twitter is trying to access the same thing.
Twitter is pretty autistic.
Dude, I swear to God, I can access every other web page except this one. Everyone on Twitter is trying to access the same page, and Nacogdoches County, Texas is not able to handle the traffic. I'm gonna be totally honest though, I don't understand why people actually think that Nikki Haley can win the primaries.
Well, I did voted for her, so.
Yeah, I voted too, but like, I don't know why people are like, "Oh my God, she can actually win." No, she can't. It's about the message against Trump. Like, there's no race to be had here. Like, Trump is going to win this election.
Not the general, I don't think.
The primary.
Yeah, the primary, he's favored for sure. I wish that was the other way around.
26, 26, 26, 26. State legislature, U.S. House, 26. Lineberger.
New York Times says that Haley might win Vermont, but I'm not going to like say she is. But it'd be pretty nice to have a state win.
So, what made you turn against Trump?
Well, there's multiple reasons. I remember back when he was still president, he was calling for those red flag laws. I'm against all that, actually, because it goes against due process rights, in my opinion, and of course our Second Amendment rights. And his budget deficits. He added $8.4 trillion to our debt in 4 short years. And 4.8 of it was before COVID. George W. Bush added 6.1 trillion in 8 years. So he nearly outperformed Bush and just before COVID. Despite popular opinion, in fiscal years 2005, 6, and 7, the budget deficit was going down under Bush. But, 2006 election happened. He got the opposition party took control. And it was kind of hard for him to do things. And they probably wanted more spending. And, of course, we had the financial crisis. So that's why our deficit boomed. Went so high under Bush as well. And, of course, we had 2 wars going on. We had to pay more of our military higher. Then, of course, the biggest deal that when I just gave completely up on him was January the 6th. I figure a lot of Americans that was like leaning on him, like normal Republicans, when that happened, they just skipped up on him.
Gen Z Patriot wants on. Should I let a MAGA dude on?
I kind of think this is a Haley stream, isn't it?
I won't say it's Haley, but I'm just kidding. It's a little Haley. It's a Haley stream, but it's like it's not like thinking that she's gonna win kind of stream. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be upfront. She's not winning this primary.
If she does, I might have to call emergency services for me because I might have a heart attack.
I'm about to have a heart attack because Brandon Gill's about to become the next fucking representative from Texas 26.
Will that be an easy Democratic flip, or will he win that?
It's a Republican district, and I don't know if you're looking at the stream right now, but like if you see this is like a total case of gerrymandering, because what happened is that the Republicans knew that if they didn't carve Denton, Texas out of this district, then this district would have flipped blue. So what they did during the census, the redrawing of the Texas districts, is that they carved this entire district into getting the blue areas out. So like this little slip right here kind of doesn't really matter because I don't think that was really a part of the district. But this little like puzzle piece, I guess you would call it, this is what is called Denton, Texas. And the rest of it, this is like Argyle, this is Flower Mound, Louisville, Corinth, Trophy Club, Trophy Club, Pilot Point, everything like that. And so they knew that if they didn't take Denton out of the district, then it would flip. So I can see the Republicans winning. I can see the Republicans winning, but I don't know by how much. Because Brandon Gill is a total Freedom Caucus guy. He said that he's going to join the Freedom Caucus as soon as he gets in office. So what I was hoping is that there's going to be enough. What I was hoping is that there's going to be enough maybe resistance against Brandon Gill, against America First in this primary. But I think going to work every single day, driving throughout other parts of this district, I would see a lot more Brandon Gill signs rather than Scott Army signs. So I definitely would say that I in the back of my mind, I think like most of what my thought process was is that Brandon Gill was going to win this election. It was just a matter of how much. And because there were so many candidates, I was kind of hoping that there maybe would have been a runoff or something like that, maybe make it a little close. 15 to 10 to 5 to 3 to 2 to 1 to 1 to 1 to point to point to point. There's no way. So I 100%. I mean, maybe he can lose 8 points in the next 40%, 30% of the vote. Is that going to happen? Maybe not. I don't really see that happening, I guess, at this point. I really, really hope it's going to go to a runoff. But yeah, so I unfortunately will most likely be living in an America First Freedom Caucus district after this election.
Oh, I do too. So
that sucks. Wait, who's your representative?
It's Oklahoma District 2. So
Cook, Tarrant. Well, why is it showing? Wait, Wise County hasn't even what? Texas 26 supporters. I thought this was the only. Oh wait, no. Oh shit! I forgot that Cook and Wise County were in here. For some reason, I was looking at it. I'm like, why is it showing Cook and Wise County in here? Okay, so there's a lot. There's still a couple of counties to go for. But I mean, Cook and Wise County are very conservative, so I was really, really, really hoping that Denton was gonna come out against him, but that's not gonna happen. So
we can only hope, but don't give that completely.
Brandon Gill, a little bit of information about him. You know who Dinesh D'Souza is?
No, I do not.
You don't know who Dinesh D'Souza? He's the guy that he did a documentary back in like 2016, Hillary's America.
Oh, I never seen it.
Yeah, neither have I. Hang on. Okay, I have to step away for like 2 seconds.
Okay. It's been longer than 2 seconds, guys.
All right, I am back.
Much change. New York, according to the New York Times, Trump has won Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Oklahoma. They haven't declared Texas yet for some reason.
Do you know that Backstar actually flipped completely on his political views?
Really?
Yeah, he's gonna vote for Trump this year.
What happened to the kid?
I don't know.
Man.
Like he it's funny because he keeps telling me he keeps talking shit to me where he's just like, wow, dude, you're a flip-flopper, and I'm just like, what? He basically Red Eagle actually had him on his stream not too long ago, and a lot of people were like, yeah, he voted for like this person, he voted for Trump in 2016, Democrats in 2018 and 2020, and then he's gonna vote for Trump in 2024. And everyone was like, no, that's like your make-believe fantasy dude. And it was funny because just the way he described it on Twitter, I immediately knew who he was talking about.
Yeah. The whole entire time I've communicated with him, he's been a partisan Democrat.
What do you mean partisan?
Like, he was Democrat all the way through Baxter.
Yeah.
But I guess too, me and you supported Trump back in 2020, and we're no longer anymore.
And it's funny how like a lot of them, and I get into it like with a lot of people that like I voted or not that are still Trump supporters, and they basically are just like, yeah, they basically literally can't debate you without saying like oh, you're what kind of CNN talking points are you talking about or something like that. Whenever you try to like hit him with like, oh yeah, hey, January 6th was bad, and then they hit you back with like, oh, so you're just a CNN liberal, huh? I'm like, can I not like be like a CNN liberal without like can I not like oppose like stupid like, oh my god, I lost, now I'm gonna go raid the Capitol incidents and not be a CNN liberal? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, that could become a dangerous precedent if people think they can do that.
Anyway, about Brandon Gill. So for those that are watching, and there's a guy named Dinesh D'Souza. He made a documentary back in 2016 about Hillary Clinton. It was basically like a hit piece on Hillary Clinton saying like, this is what Hillary's America is gonna look like. And I've never seen it, but I know it's probably hilarious to watch. But
tell you what her America would look like. The Republicans would hold both chambers of Congress, the entire presidency.
Yeah. And so he is the mayor of Southlake, and he is also the son-in-law of Dinesh D'Souza. So that is who's going to be the next representative from Texas 26. honestly, I really hope that maybe the Democrat has a little bit of a chance. I would much rather have a Democrat than a
Cuckoo for coconut puffs.
yeah, cuckoo for
MAGA.
coconut, dude. Oh, Cook County. Cook County just came in. 57 to 15, 17% for Scott Army in Cook County. 37% of the votes are in. 86% of the votes are in from Denton County. And so now Wise County has to come in. So what I'm hoping for, please, Wise County, can you come out against Brandon Gill, Mr. Gill? Imagine Brandon Gill is watching this stream. Brandon Gill, if you're out there, I want to debate you about Ukraine.
He won't do it. Like their president, they're cowards.
Yeah. What is your thoughts on Ukraine?
I support Ukraine defending its independence and territory integrity. So, yeah, I'm close to what you are on this issue.
Let's see who Ernest Lineberger III is. He's going to be the Democrat running against Brandon Gill. University of Southern California. That's a non-starter. He was born in North Carolina, went to UCLA, Naval Postgraduate School in 1988. His career includes working as an engineer. He's an engineer. He completed Ballotpedia's Meet the Candidates survey. Key messages about a campaign: give you a better choice, education, mentality, discipline, honor, sense of purpose, and duty to serve the people of Texas. Core belief says love is stronger than hate. All people are created equal, even if they are not the same and don't have all the same advantages. The government has a key role in setting the tone of Americans and the world to follow. Leadership is key. Polarization of Americas is real, but entirely unnecessary. Motivations and loyalties can change. I urge voters to reconsider their core beliefs and values. Also take a closer look at which party has done more for jobs, economy, improving the quality of life, access to healthcare, personal freedoms, etc. Blah 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 blah. Most people would, so sometimes the party of big business will emphasize a hot issue, which is abortion or immigration, to add fear and panic to voters, and to add fear and panic voters to support them. See past that. God, I cannot talk.
That's the whole entire MAGA voting reason. Fear and hate, in my opinion. Like, that's what Trump uses to get people to go out and vote.
That's all populists use to get people out and voting for them. It's nothing but riling people up because you're scared. Like, oh my God, the invasion at the border, like, is total bullshit. Honestly, like, it's so stupid to hear, like, oh my God, the invasion, and people are, and then you're like, okay, well, that's not an invasion. Sorry, but the invasion of Ukraine, that's an invasion. The Russians sending tanks into Ukraine, that's an invasion. But I don't think they say invasion because they say, oh, they're coming here with military-aged males. I think it's literally because they're not white. And it is because they're not white, because they're actually starting to become a little more clear whenever it comes to race in the far right, in the MAGA movement, because it's more about stopping non-whites from coming in because they're scared about what'll happen when whites are no longer the majority.
It's all about political power.
It's not even about political power. It's about racial power at this point.
Yeah.
With some of these people, it's about racial power. It's about keeping whites in power, which is really terrifying if you think about it, because it's like their argument is going to be, well, what'll happen whenever we're not in control anymore? Well, what do you want us to do while we're in control?
Yeah.
Like, you're saying that it's bad that one group is about to have a majority, but then you want to turn around and say that, oh well, white people in charge is a better time. But then they turn around and say, well, it's a white country, it was built by white people, and it's like, if you're gonna make like an ethno argument about why we should have an immigration moratorium, just say it. Just say that's what you're for. Just say that you're for stopping white people, stopping like non-whites from coming into this country. Don't beat around the bush and say, "Oh well, we just want an immigration moratorium on everyone." But then, they would make an exception for like Europe if they wanted to.
They're northwestern Russian-like countries too. Well, I know Russia's not northwestern Europe, but northwestern Europe in the Russia area. That's what they want. Like, I get the point of having a secure border, but I don't think we should be denying people entry, become citizens, or seek asylum based on their skin color at all.
And so these people, if you kind of question that, then they think that you hate America, you hate white people, you hate everything, and it's crazy. These people are absolutely batshit insane.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, they had a similar view on Catholics, the Irish people. They was afraid that the Catholics are going to take over and all that stuff.
King County. I want to see what King County is going to be voting for. King County, 85% of the vote is in. 46 votes for Donald Trump and 1 for Nikki Haley. That one person's about to get killed.
Hey, I'm not alone in my county. I'm really surprised.
King County is one of the smallest counties, one of the smallest voter bases in Texas.
And she's not doing real hot here in Oklahoma. She only got 15.8% of the vote right now. I'm proudly one of the 5,643 people it voted for.
So apparently, I think I'm going to check that website again as soon as Nacogdoches County starts to report.
They called Maine for Donald Trump.
Of course. They're going to call literally every state tonight for Donald Trump except for like Massachusetts.
And Vermont.
And yeah, in Vermont. That's what really kind of pisses me off about Massachusetts. Yeah, Massachusetts is 51-43, and the New York Times is estimating that Trump will win by 26 points. At least at the rate that it's at right now, but that's like 0 or 1% of the vote being counted in Massachusetts. And there's a lot of votes to be counted right now. So what really gets me too right now is people that are excited about Trump leading the polls like by like 3 or 4 points, and it's like, dude, the primaries aren't over yet, calm down. Like this isn't how it works. It's gonna tighten by like October. It's gonna be fine.
gonna really get tight by October.
Huh?
It's gonna get really tight in October.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting. If the polls stay where they're at right now by October, yeah, I'm probably going to think Trump is going to win. But like they're sitting here saying like, "Oh, like look at this Fox News poll, Harvard says that Trump's going to win by 8." Like in an electoral landslide, Trump's going to win by, says Harvard. And then these people always point him out, but then Quinnipiac says that Biden's winning by 1. Or TIPP says that it's tied, but that's that's a Trump, Biden, Kennedy, West, and Stein election, with Kennedy getting 13% of the vote. If Kennedy stays in this by the election, it's going to be really exciting. Even if Trump wins because of it, like I think it's going to be really, really cool to see like a third party candidate do really, really well.
I know this won't be likely. It'd be kind of funny that he wins enough states, because I don't think he's going to win no state. But say if he did, neither candidate gets 270.
And it goes to the House.
Yeah.
I want to see what that is.
The House will be all messed up too, so they can't even decide. That would be so funny, in my opinion. It'd be interesting too.
Biden will win the Tennessee Democratic primary, and Trump wins the Tennessee Republican primary. So Trump tonight has walked away with Nevada. No. I'm an idiot. Oklahoma, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia. He got North Dakota yesterday, and CNN has not called Maine yet.
Oh, the New York Times is Maine.
Okay, so Maine. Usually when one calls it, the rest of them call it afterward.
Yeah, they're kind of slow.
I hate it whenever these freaking what do you call it? I hate it whenever these freaking what do you call it? I cannot think right now. News organizations, they sit here and like one of them calls it like the AP. The AP is like the golden standard of election casting. Oh, Nacogdoches is coming in. Okay, so let's see what the website is doing. Nacogdoches, show me! Ah! Archive. Okay, someone is already seeing the election results. $52.40. He lost.
What is it?
Ryan Cook lost the election. He lost 52-40.
I figure those claims kind of did hurt him. And two, he's young. Don't know why he ran anyways.
I think abortion in Ukraine issue could sink Trump in general. The main crowd is complaining about Biden's polling is that he won't step down for another candidate. Yeah. It's literally like, ooh, like, honestly, I'm going to be totally honest. I literally do not have an issue with Biden and his, what do you call it? The, like, bumbling idiot accusations. Like, I genuinely, like, there are so many times where everyone is like, oh, he okay, so some of the election results came in. Wise County's coming in. Yeah, Brandon Gill's winning this election. Yeah, this election's done. Very, very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. I'm moving out now.
Don't move up here because it's probably worse.
My mom actually moved to Oklahoma.
She's probably going, "Oh, what have I done?"
No, actually, she said she loves it because of how cheap it is.
Oh, it's probably gonna be cheaper because a lot of people probably gonna leave because, like, yeah, I'm a Republican. Oh, a Haley Republican, I guess you should say. My state's been wanting to pass some weird stuff, like, some of the most, like you expect, probably like in the Middle East, like laws.
Where the hell is this election?
I would thought it would be extremely funny if the original results for Oklahoma before when it was bug was actually official.
Mm-hmm.
I would love that because it would just it'd be a meme.
Election information. I swear to God, I'm getting ready to like call Nacogdoches County elections right now and call them and just be like, "Hey, can you tell me the election results for this one specific race?"
You could.
You know, actually, I think I'm gonna do that real quick.
All right.
Nacogdoches, welcome, phone number.
It said that you're a YouTube political content creator and you just wanted to know the results or something like that.
This is Politics Gaming News Network here. Nacogdoches. Election information, current election information, unofficial results, early voting. Okay, so that's what it did. So early voting, he's losing the election. Ryan Cook, 40 votes for him right now, 52 votes for Nanette Fawcett, 92 votes cast. Precinct 34. Archive current. It's so funny how much time I'm dedicating to trying to find these election results. This isn't even like a Texas live stream. This is literally just a Ryan Cook. Let's find out what the hell's happening to him. Has he hung himself live stream? 70.
This is the PGNN. That don't sound good.
Yeah, don't say that. Open records request. Is Ryan Cook dead?
They just call Massachusetts for Donald J. Trump.
No, never one thought.
58 to 38, but 2% in. This is the New York Times, so I don't know how fast they're doing this. They haven't called Texas yet, and it's 40% in, and he's leading by 55 points. I don't know what's going on there.
I like how me and Buckeye Politics have the same amount of people watching our streams.
3. And one of them myself.
Yeah.
People saying, we're not going to watch those two Haley supporters.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't called Texas. Texas is 40%. They're obviously going to hand their delegates over to Trump. It's going to be fine. Go ahead and call it.
Yeah. Vermont is the only thing making me happy right now.
Yeah, of course that is. Haley voters are going to get so excited over one stupid little state.
I'm kind of excited for DC.
Yeah, that's what was so stupid, and it was so funny. It's so funny because they're like that whole tweet of all the stupid ass tweets I've ever made. All of the tweets that I've ever made, that one tweet yesterday is the one that goes off and makes everyone go, yo, this guy's an idiot. Like, dude, come on. Now everyone thinks that I don't understand how caucuses work.
I had a few viral tweets too. Like, it was just over me, like, giving Haley just a few dollars. Like, I think the first time was like 50, then the next one like $15, $20. And I think one of them hit 50,000. I'm going.
Yeah, it's so funny. If you look at the quote tweets, it's so funny to look at.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Like, they're going over and insult me, and I guess YouTube going, I insult myself every day. Y'all kind of lame with those insults.
One of them was funny. It says they beating yo ass in the quote retweets, and I was like, yeah, the hell they are. I wasn't even mad.
We like to be abused. We like to be abused. That's what our favorite activity of the day is.
I wasn't even mad because I was just like, man, this is just funny.
Oh, I go in there and try to like start a little fight with them sometimes. Just get them wild up for my own amusement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Local lakes.
Then when one of them are kind of dry, I'm going like this. Get better with your insults.
Sample ballots. Notice of election. Counting station plan. Election results. Current. There's no elections coming out of Nacogdoches County. I swear to God, they don't update this. We need to know whether Ryan Cook is dead or not.
He used to talk to me until I put my age on my Twitter account.
November 5th, special election mark 5th, Republican primary. Unofficial early voting turnout. March 1st. County. Nacogdoches. Wait, I think I might be able to find it. Fuck! I got really excited. Justice, presiding judge, state representative, district judge, proposition. Oh yeah, it was so funny. We actually had a proposition here in Texas. It said, should Texas ban the sale of Texas land to citizens, governments, and entities from China, Iran, North Korea, and Russia? I actually voted for that.
It's nothing like that here. Oh, Baxter's in the chat. Yeah, he says.
I am
Baxter
endorsing
12.
Donald John America. Oh man, I love him.
Oh.
Backstar, we're trying to find the pedophile. I am endorsing Ted Cruz. He moved to Texas.
Who did?
Backstar.
Well, I thought he was a North Carolina homeboy.
He did. Or he was. According to another source, Cook is behind 13 votes.
I want to see this, but it's kind of hard to find that obscure election.
Exactly, that's what's pissing me off.
Unless they don't want us to know.
Precinct, Ryan Cook. 40 to 52. Yeah, it's just early votes. Bring me on, bring me on. No. As entertaining as that would be, also Michael Watkins just abandoned us.
Yeah, he did.
I will
Oh,
I will
well, I
dox
guess we're not.
him.
I don't think we're cool enough.
I'm surprised. He offered me to go see Nikki Haley.
Oh, he met her.
Yeah, I know.
Going,
He said he had a picture and I showed it to my girlfriend because I ended up hanging out with my girlfriend that night, and and I showed her and he was just like, oh, she was like, oh, you could have met Nikki Haley, and I was like, yeah. And she was just like, oh, I'm sorry, and I'm just like, buddy, I would have literally ended my life if I had to drive there and drive back.
what's her opinion on Nikki Haley?
She doesn't really care too much about politics. She cares about it, but it's like she doesn't know enough kind of thing. Also, Ryan Cook is back. He came back to Twitter.
Yeah, he followed me.
He followed you?
Yeah, a while back, actually. Before all these accusations came up against him.
No.
Like, when I was a DeSantis supporter, I used to join his spaces and stuff.
Oh my god, he does follow you.
Yeah. Hey, see if he would follow you, PG.
I followed him on both of his accounts. He doesn't follow me.
Hey, offer him an interview.
Who, Ryan Cook?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be accepting any type of interview.
Be the ultimate time for him to explain everything, you know.
I'm gonna, if he loses this election, I wanna I wanna message him and just be like, hey, if you want to talk about your story, I'm open.
No, there won't be no twisting, but it's gonna be honest. For the Politics Network, no, the Politics Gaming News Network.
What's up, guys? Politics Gaming here, and today I'm gonna be a pedophile hunter. 40 to 52, 92. Absentee election day voting.
How to catch a predator politics gaming edition.
I'm literally going to go to Nacogdoches to find these election results. Someone find me the phone number. I'm gonna call the county judge.
Hey, give me those results.
I'm gonna be like, sir, can you please give me these election results for this one specific precinct chair? Donald Trump just won Texas. 75.4 to 19.4. 2.1 said that they are uncommitted. Less than 1 million votes, about 13,000 less. House, let's see, 26. Brandon Gill is still not being called for the election in 26. Ernest Lineberger just won his election for the Democratic primary. Obviously, because he's uncontested. Honestly, I should have ran in that just so I could make it a little interesting.
Well, y'all's having y'all's normal state election primaries too during March. We don't have ours until June.
What do you have?
It's just presidential here today.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have all of ours on the same day. I thought y'all did the same thing.
No, we just had presidential.
Oh, Texas has a Senate primary. I forgot about that.
I went in there, basically marked Nikki Haley, put it in the machine and left.
Ted Cruz is the next Ted Cruz. It's so funny how Ted Cruz said that he's gonna retire after his second term, and obviously he didn't do that.
Yeah, my now Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, he promised that when he was in the House. He never did.
Colin Allred is going to be the next Democratic candidate for the Senate.
Now the question is, can Ted Cruz win again?
That's what I'm interested in seeing. I want to see whether it's going to be close.
He's not as popular as Abbott or Warren is.
Abbott? Did you just say Abbott?
Yeah. What is his name?
Nacogdoches, give me these results!
Give me precious.
I actually just started watching The Hobbit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm genuinely going to like throw something at a window.
And if anybody reports you, they say, "Sorry, I have autism."
Yeah, I can claim the autism.
Yeah.
Precinct. District map. City of Nacogdoches. I need.
Is that voting? No, that's a map.
I need these election results. Colorado results just came in too.
Really?
What's interesting, by the way, is because the Supreme Court made the decision yesterday on the on whether Trump could be on the ballot. What would they have done if everyone had voted for him? Because they're basically just disenfranchising all of those votes that were cast, right?
I guess.
Like what? 57.8% of people in Colorado, 32% of the vote is in right now. And 57% of Colorado has voted for Donald Trump. What was the plan if they were to do that? They can't just go back and reprint all of the ballots and everything. Well, no, they actually don't do that. At least not here, because it's like an automatic printer. So maybe they could have just sent out a update or something like that saying like, hey, take Donald Trump off at the ballot.
I wonder how many people that would return the new ballots though.
Well, how does it work over there?
I never done mail-in. I went voted at the place to vote at.
Do you vote electronically or do you vote by paper?
Paper.
Because they print
then put it on the machine.
They print it out for you and then give it to you, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so that's what I think is because it's through software. The way that the way that it's printed, so I think that it's all digital, and then all they would have to do is send out an update and it'd say, okay, take them off the ballot. For some reason in my head, I was thinking like oh, they're just gonna like have to. They send out all of these ballots and then have to send them all back or something like that. And I was like, wait, no, they just print it. For some reason I thought that they did, but no, they literally print it right in front of you. I've voted on an electric thing like once in my life, and that was in 2016.
They got rid of those.
Yeah, the next time that I voted, which was in 2017, November 2017, it was all paper. Every single election after 2017 was paper.
I wonder it was over that Dominion stuff.
No, because that's the thing is like in at least like there was no issue that I was hearing about. Well, in 2016 there was an issue that I remember seeing people talk about where like they were clicking Donald Trump, but you know, like whenever you're on your laptop or your computer or something like that, that's a touch screen, and then you
Yeah.
try to click something, but the calibration is off. So it's selecting the one that's below it, and you keep hitting the wrong one because it's not calibrated for the touch screen.
Yeah.
So that's what it was doing, is that he was selecting Donald Trump, but it was selecting Hillary Clinton because the calibration was off. And obviously he's going to make a they're going to make a conspiracy about it and say, "Oh, well, they're trying to force us all to vote for Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton's going to steal the election." Like,
That's probably like their voice right there.
that's the ridiculous thing. It's like both sides have been bitching about one side stealing the election, and it's just so dumb. Like go home. Like no one cares. No one's stealing anything. You just lose. If Biden loses in 2020, he lost. If Trump loses in 2020, he lost. No one frauded it.
Yeah. Vermont is interesting.
Yeah, Vermont's getting. It says that New York Times still says that Haley's going to win by 2 points.
Yeah, right now Trump does have the number lead, but it could change.
It's not going to change. Trump's not going to win this primary. Stop thinking that he is. Stop thinking that Haley's going to win this primary.
Yeah, Vermont.
Oh, this is the city of Nacogdoches.
Someone's complaining about District 35 in Texas.
Wait, what?
Someone's complaining on Twitter about District 35 in Texas. Yeah, he's kind of right. It's kind of a funny looking district.
There's still no Nacogdoches County election. There is a phone number for this woman in Nacogdoches. I'm calling her right now.
Did she answer?
No, it went to a voicemail and said go to nacvotes.com, but it's the same website that is the what I've been checking. Oh, so apparently in North Carolina, the backstory. This is your state. It's there was a guy. I can't remember where it was in Graham, North Carolina, and he basically said that he doesn't support Nikki Haley because she doesn't have balls to scratch. He said all a woman's good for in my book is having babies and taking care of the house.
Is this guy married?
Hell if I know.
He's probably going to get divorced soon, then.
Can you imagine? I told my girlfriend she should move in with me so she can vote against Brandon Gill.
What did she say?
She hasn't said anything. I think she went to bed.
You're going to say, "Oh, that boy."
I'm gonna like spam call this woman.
They're gonna have you on the news.
I'm gonna send an email to her, and I'm just gonna it's gonna be in all caps. Please give me the election results to this specific election.
Or point me to the right direction.
She's just gonna say go to nacvotes.com. Also, Politico sucks whenever it comes to election coverage because it won't like their website is so slow.
They're going, "Oh God, here comes that politics gaming kid." Just slow down the site.
I think it's gonna be even worse for Cook if he wins because it's like how like I think he would get exiled from the Republican Party like immediately.
Oh yeah, he probably get some type of recall if they do that.
Actually, there's a couple of races that I wanted to watch in Tarrant County. See, they make it so easy to look at these precinct chair elections in other counties. Like they're so modern, and Nacogdoches County is just like I literally want to end my life. Also, Dean Phillips won a county in Oklahoma.
Well, it looks like Nacogdoches County's page hasn't been updated since 2004 or something.
Nuh-uh.
Just making a joke.
I'd literally end my life.
It looks like it though.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. I'm like this is literally the most ass website I have ever seen.
Oh. Now we know the black sheep of Texan counties now.
Yeah, the black sheep of Texan counties is Nacogdoches County. And this is a college county we're talking about.
Yeah. Going like this. Them kids don't need a vote.
That's the funny. He goes to the college there.
Yeah, he used to go to a Christian university in Florida.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and that was probably one of the reasons why he didn't came up with the sexuality. Kind of, they would kick him out because it's a hard conservative Christian school, Pentecostal or what do you call it?
Pentecostal.
Yeah. I have no idea why the New York Times is still saying Haley's going to win Vermont. Don't look like it to me now.
Apparently, exit polls came out from California, so conservatives voted for Trump by 68 points, 82 to 14. Moderates voted for Trump 24 to 59, 24 points, 59 to 35. It says, will you vote for the Republican nominee regardless of who it is? Trump voters, yes, 71%, no, 22%. Haley voters, 26 to 69, no, 69. Do you think Biden legitimately won in 2020? Trump voters, 17% say yes, no, 74%. Haley voters, 86 to 9. Do you consider yourself part of MAGA? Trump voters, 42% say yes, no, 48%. Haley voters, 5% yes, and no, 93%.
That makes sense. Yeah, she's doing worse than I thought, actually.
She was always going to do bad. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You
But,
were
like,
you were hoping too good for Haley in this. No one with the right set of mind would think that Haley was going to win against Donald John Trump.
I thought she would at least win around the 50s.
Yeah, what I'm actually kind of surprised about, in at least like places like Texas, like Trump is actually doing good in the cities.
Yeah. And Oklahoma too. But
Like I would expect that Denton, Collin, Tarrant, and Dallas County, he was gonna be at least a little like competitive, or Haley was gonna be a little competitive in Dallas, in the DFW Metroplex, and it's not even a race. The only competitive county for Haley right now is Travis County, where Austin is, and it's 59 to 36. Harris County 77 to 19. It's not even a race.
yeah.
Like, it's just a landslide. Anyone who thought that Haley was going to win this, I voted for Haley. I'll say that. Like, I voted for Haley, but I voted for her not because I thought she was going to win.
He voted for her because he just wanted to tell Trump to. I can't probably say this on the air, but you know.
Yeah, like, and that's what gets me about like a bunch of the people that out there that are like anti-Trump, but it's like, yeah, like. It says, remember when Haley Bros wanted DeSantis to drop so they have a chance of I remember when Haley Bros wanted DeSantis to drop so they have a chance of defeating Trump. Like, if Haley doesn't drop out tonight, because obviously she went into this knowing she was going to lose most or all of these races. What I am thinking that she is that it's just an anti-Trump vote. People are saying like only liberals are voting for her. Like,
There's Republicans voting for her too. I think most of her support is independents.
Most of her supporters are either independents or they're maybe a smaller percentage are liberals that are voting in the primary just to vote for Haley.
Yeah, to undermine Trump.
Yeah, but and that's the stupid thing is that people now, especially states like Texas and at least Texas, I feel like is going to do this. They're going to probably force us to register after this because they're going to have the assumption now that like liberals are infiltrating the primaries and voting for people that we don't want them to vote for, because Texas has an open primary.
Yeah.
But now they're gonna think that like, oh, like we're being infiltrated, so we're going to close up the primaries and make it harder for people to vote either way, basically. Trump is winning every single state except for Vermont right now by double digits. Oklahoma, he's winning by 66. Alabama, he's winning by 66.
But it's Oklahoma and Alabama, though.
I don't think Nacogdoches is going to post this crap.
They're going like this. Who in the right mind wants to know about this GOP precinct chair election? Our 2004 site can't hold all this information.
I'm surprised I've had a pretty consistent viewership tonight.
Yeah, oh, it's going up. We're at 7 now. They're going.
Hey, who's watching this stream? Someone, y'all need to say something in the chat.
Last person to comment is Egmo. And I bet you Egmo's ready for that Labor government coming in sometime this year.
I'll probably wrap this stream up. How long have I been streaming? Hour and a half. I'll probably wrap it up. I'm probably not going to stick around for Colorado or California or Utah. Obviously,
definitely not Alaska because that finishes at midnight.
Alaska's tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Eastern Standard Time. It'd be a lot of 11.
Is Are they voting on? No, they're just voting for Republican right now.
Yeah.
And by House district. No. That's just results by House district. Let's see what Texas is doing. House, did they call it 26? They still have not called Texas 26. That's because 2% of Wise County is in. They updated the results 16 minutes ago. Let me look at... What is this? Texas 26 election results. Texas 26. I hate it whenever they say, give us 99 cents so you can look at these results.
We want your money.
66%.
Minnesota called for Trump. I remember in 2016 Rubio won that state. And that was the only state he won too. I supported Rubio in 2016 as well.
Wise County 2%. I have to go through all these election results, and I just got a post that says, when you see Moscow with your own eyes, it becomes clear how evil, quote, Ukraine and NATO are trying to destroy such a beautiful civilization. People in the West have been lied to. NATO is the true evil empire. Russia has been defending all that is good and just in humanity. What has
Yeah,
Russia
go.
brought to this world? I can name a few things: communism, intolerance, censorship, propaganda, targeted killings, opponents, little entrepreneurship. So there's that. It's also kind of funny, like whenever people are like, here's a subway station in Moscow. Here's a subway station in your mom's house." Like, okay.
I didn't know there was a subway station in my mom's house, but interesting. I've been driving my whole entire life. If I'd known there was public transportation, I would have just used that. Save gas mileage and stuff.
Should I find out this lady's number that Ryan Cook is running against and ask her if she's received the call?
You ought.
Precincts reporting 20. Voter turnout, polling locations.
You remember in 2016 when Ted Cruz called Donald Trump nothing but a New York liberal?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of echo that today. It hasn't caught on fire yet. It will eventually.
So Texas had a couple of propositions. So Proposition 1, Texas should eliminate all property taxes without increasing Texans' overall tax burden. 75 to 24 voted yes. Proposition 2, Texas should create a border protection unit and deploy additional state law enforcement and military forces to seal the border, to use physical force to prevent illegal entry and trafficking, and to deport illegal aliens to Mexico or to their nations of origin. 90% yes, 9% no. That is in a Republican primary. So I don't think these are going... I think these are just going to the general election. The Texas legislature should require the use of E-Verify by all employers in Texas to protect jobs for legal workers by preventing the hiring of illegal aliens. 90% yes, 9% no. The Texas legislature should end all subsidies in public services, including in-state college tuition for illegal aliens. 88% yes, 11% no. Texas urges the United States...
11%?
Huh?
11% said no. That's high for GOP.
Texas urges the United States Congress not to grant any form of amnesty or pathway to legalization or illegal aliens. 84% yes, 15% no, 16% no, actually, if you round up. Proposition 6, the Texas legislature should prohibit the deployment of the Texas National Guard to a foreign conflict unless Congress first formally declares war. 84% say yes, 15% say no. The Texas legislature should establish authority within the Texas State Comptroller's Office to administer access to gold and silver through the Texas Bullion Depository as legal tender. 75% say yes, 24% say no. The state of Texas should ensure that Texans are free to give or withhold consent for any vaccine without coercion. 90% say yes, 9% say no. The Republican Party of Texas should restrict voting in the Republican primary to only registered Republicans. 74% say yes, 25% say no. The Texas Constitution... Yeah, see, I know, they're trying it. I actually voted against that. The Texas Constitution should be amended to restore authority to the Texas Attorney General to prosecute election crimes. 88% say yes, 11% say no. The Texas parents and guardians should have the right to select schools, whatever that's called. 79% say yes, 20% say no. The Texas Constitution should be amended to require proof of citizenship before any individual can be registered to vote. 96% say yes, 3% say no. And Texas should ban the sale of Texas land to citizens, governments, entities from China, Iran, North Korea, and Russia. 95% say yes, 4% say no. So my votes were, I think I said yes to Proposition 1. I said no against Prop 2, no against no. I think I said no against Prop 3. I said no against Prop 4. I said no against Prop 5. I said no against Prop 6. I said yes to Prop 7. I said I said no to Prop 8. I said no to Prop 9. I said no to Prop 10. I said no to Prop 11. No to Prop 12. And then yes to Prop 13. I'm going to wrap this stream up in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
All right.
Brandon Gill just lost 0.2% of the vote. 80% of the vote is in. Yeah, this is his. This is his election.
So you're going to get a good MAGA.
Ready. I'm about ready to just jump off a bridge at this point.
We can meet at the Red River and do it together.
Yeah.
Oh. I heard the Gulf of Mexico's nice this time of year.
Nacogdoches Precinct 34 chair, we are waiting.
Oh, Dean Phillips won county in the Panhandle. Hey, good for him.
I like how Ryan Cook got 3 in absentee voting, and 1 was given in Nanette Fawcett.
Someone's asking, what is this live about? It's about the Super Tuesday.
It's about the Super Tuesday election results. Basically, in the United States, we have a set of elections to elect people that are going to serve in Congress, in various state positions in the president of the United States. And so that's what we're covering right now. Mostly I'm focusing on the Texas primary election, but there's also a meme election that I'm trying to cover, which is called the Nacogdoches County Precinct 34 Republican chair election, where there's a pedophile running and we want to see if he wins or not. But I'm about to end the stream in like 5 minutes, so we're not too big right now. I'm gonna call this lady in the morning and just be like, "Hey, what happened?"
Just call her every hour.
Yeah, I swear to God, I'm gonna call her like every hour before I have to go to work. Start live reporting it.
This is a politics gaming breaking news. Alert: Ryan Cook is.
Jane Nelson is the Secretary of State of Texas?
He just found that out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know who ours is either.
She was my state representative.
Yeah. So far, Nikki, they have counted 48 votes for Nikki in my county. Yeah. Yeah, Donald Trump got 815. It'd been funny if those results in Oklahoma was true, if that Christie was leading. Oh, that would be a big middle finger to the entire election. The whole entire election. Election Twitter.
78. Someone's saying that Nikki Haley just won Vermont.
Okay. Well, I'm happy for that, but I'm not seeing it.
Also, American Samoa is holding an election tonight. Guess who won the Democratic primary?
Green Phillips?
Jason Palmer.
Who's that?
No one knows who the fuck Jason Palmer is.
I have a friend in California on Discord. He's a libertarian. There was only one libertarian on their ballot, and he didn't know who that was, so he had to vote for him anyways. I'm going, well, I kind of looked at ours because I seen it on there was two on our libertarian ballot.
Wait. Yeah. The Hill is reporting that Biden has lost the American Samoan Democratic Caucus.
Well, that's big.
American Samoa obviously is not a state, so it can't send electoral votes to the Electoral College, but it has 11 delegates that it can send to the convention later this year.
Yeah. The only entity, only non-state that can send to the Electoral College is the DC.
What states, what territories would you actually say that should become U.S. states? Do you think that do you think
I
that
would say Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico?
Yeah. I don't. The other ones I think are just too small, and be honest. But I'm open to Puerto Rico
So
statehood.
So apparently in Allen, Texas, a woman said that that it was Fox News interviewing. A woman in Allen, Texas said, "I wouldn't vote for a woman, and especially Nikki Haley. I'm just gonna say this: she's probably menopausal. We don't need that."
Whoa. Whoa.
That's what she said about Nikki Haley.
She's a self-hating woman, I guess.
She's what?
I guess she don't like being a woman herself, so she's talking bad about her own sex there.
Lack said Murica. So in North Carolina, it's Josh Stein and Mark Robinson. All right, it's 8:45. I'm gonna check Nacogdoches one more time, and if I don't see anything, then I'm just gonna end the stream. Yeah, I don't see anything. I'll if it doesn't show up later tonight, or if no one's able to find it, I'll call Nacogdoches County elections first thing in the morning, and I'm gonna I'm gonna ask.
Just keep on calling. On your lunch break, just call.
I swear to God, I will. And actually, before
they either block you or they finally answer. Just hopefully they don't send the cops to arrest you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna check on some other election results for my thing, my districts. Texas 26th. 57.4 to 16. Scott Army will not be winning this election, unfortunately. Very, 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 very much is going to be a Brandon Gill election. I really hope this is going to be a competitive seat because it is an America Firster. I really hope it's going to be competitive. I would probably honestly much rather have the Democrat in this seat than some dude that what pisses me off about this guy the most is that everyone says like, oh, he's like he's a China supporter, blah 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 blah. But they basically like, this guy on Twitter is just like, I'm gonna go to Congress, I'm gonna defend President Trump, and I'm gonna defend the American, like in that order. You're gonna defend Trump, and then you're gonna defend the American people. Okay, I got it. That's where you're there to do. So you're not there. Your priority isn't the constituents that you're representing in Texas 26. It's going to be your priority is going to be defending a guy.
Then his boyfriend.
Yeah. So that's your priority. Yeah. I hope you lose. Like, I honestly, I have no idea who Ernest Lineberger is, but like, I would probably much rather have him than I would rather have Brandon Gill. Because I swear to God.
I want you to protest.
Huh?
If he wins, PG, I want you to protest.
I'm probably gonna campaign against this dude. Like, I don't want to be in a district with some freaking supposed Freedom Caucus guy. All he's gonna do is be obstructionist.
Yeah, like my congressman.
Exactly. That's all the Freedom Caucus does. They're just obstructionist. That's all they do. That's all they are.
I really think if Congress ever shuts down, they should not get 1 ounce of pay.
You know they're gonna get pay.
Yeah, but they shouldn't get paid. Like, and it should be how many days, calculate it, take that out of their salary.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
they're still gonna get paid. These guys will literally shut down the government, but they'll still get paid.
Mm-hmm. That's not right.
Because they're doing it for the American people, right? They're doing it for the American people, but what is the purpose of fighting for the American people whenever you're putting people out of jobs and you're skyrocketing the debt even more, even though that's the whole reason why you wanted the government to shut down in the first place, is because we're spending too much money, but then we're having to spend all of this money on back pay and everything like that for the shutdown that you caused.
Yeah. And it'd be a lot easier if they just play ball. Like you say, well, we want this, propose a counter deal, which a lot, cut down. Then you can start doing that way. But instead, they don't want to negotiate. They sit on their butts and do nothing.
Exactly. So
they get airtime on Fox News or Newsmax. But other than that, they're pretty much worthless.
79% chance that Nikki Haley will win Vermont tonight, which will close Trump out of a 50-state sweep. So that is good. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream tonight. So I hope everyone that was watching liked this. Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Tell me you guys' thoughts on who you think should win, who you're going to vote for in the 2024 election if you live in the United States. Do you guys support Donald Trump? Do you guys support Nikki Haley? In the general election, obviously Nikki Haley's not going to win this primary. Obviously, what Nikki Haley is probably going to drop out after tonight, but if not, I can see her going to the convention. When the convention comes, it's a matter of what she's going to do. Is she going to endorse Trump? Is she going to try to get as much people to vote against Trump as she can? Is she going to endorse Biden? What's going to happen after the primaries? It's not a matter of whether Trump is going to win this primary. It's a matter of when. And tonight, he's doing a clean sweep across all the states. And Nikki Haley will not win this election. If you're a Nikki Haley supporter out there, you're disappointed. You're stop thinking that Nikki Haley has a chance. Nikki Haley doesn't have a chance. I voted for Nikki Haley. She doesn't have a chance at this. She will not win. She will not win. Stop thinking that she's going to win. It's a matter of...
why she didn't win, PG? It's because you didn't promise to eat a shoe.
Exactly. So... any Nikki Haley supporters out there, stop thinking that she has a chance at winning this primary. She doesn't. Just look toward the general, figure out who you're going to vote for. Are you going to take the bullet, vote for Trump, or are you going to take the bullet and vote for Biden? That's the decision that you have to make now. Stop wasting time on trying to campaign for Nikki Haley. Stop wasting time on trying to figure out whether she's going to win this primary. She's not going to win. Figure out who you're going to vote for in November. It's Trump or Biden. It's going to be the very first time that two of the same candidates have gone against each other since Adlai Stevenson and Dwight D. Eisenhower in 1956. So it's a rematch. It's going to be a rematch. Stop thinking it's not going to be a rematch. You're in fantasy land if you think that Nikki Haley's going to win. But I'm going to go ahead and head out. Guys, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. John, thank you so much for joining in on this stream. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.